What's up, the John Squad? This is John Bellini here, your YouTube World Heavy Wrestling Champion here on YouTube. And I just want to first get down the bottom line is this Raw was actually pretty good the day after SummerSlam. I mean, from my perspective, I think it was good, but let's get to the chase here. First of all, Finn Balor had to relinquish the title due to injury. And by the way, for all you people on Facebook that have been saying it's Seth Rollins' fault because he threw him hard into the barricade from the injury, it is not Rollins' fault at all. Finn Balor landed his arm back, and that's what cost Finn Balor to get injured and has to get surgery. But here we go. We kick off WWE Monday Night Raw. Mick Foley, Stephanie McMahon in the ring. That's right. Stephanie McMahon says, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw." They welcome the WWE Universe Champion Finn Balor. He gets on the mic and says that if you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything. And that's what he did at SummerSlam on Sunday. So then he says that there was a sacrifice, and then I injured my shoulder or got an injury. So then he says that when he comes back, he will become the Universal Champion. Look on the bright side. He said when he comes back, he'll become the WWE Universal Champion. No. Let's see what else do I have here. Let's see. And then Seth Rollins comes out. He comes out, Seth Rollins, and then Rollins like this, ha ha ha. He's smiling and clapping, like getting all excited. And Rollins says like, and hugs Stephanie, says like, it's only fair that we only know who the real winner is in this match, and that is me. So come on, let's all celebrate. Let's all get all excited, because I'm the real winner in this match. So then Rollins comes out, and then what happens was in the next, I almost call him Kane. Sami Zayn comes out next, and Chris Jericho comes out then next. Then Kevin Owens comes out next, which Chris Jericho was begging, please, please, please. Kevin Owens comes out. Then Enzo and Big Cass come out. And then comes boo. Roman Reigns comes out next. So then they're all like arguing over the belt. Seth is just in the corner like saying, I'm not gonna argue with these bunch of hooligans. So then Mick Foley says that we're gonna have a competition to see that who can advance on to the four-way to see who's it gonna be. So statement says that we are going to have our first match on the night. Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn to move on to next week in Houston, Texas. The first match on the night we had was Seth Rollins versus Sami Zayn. The winner is my guy, the man, Seth Rollins. He advances to Houston's for next week. That's right, he moves on. So now let's see who else is moving on. The second match we had on Raw was Kevin Owens versus Neville. The winner of that match is Kevin Owens. He's the winner. So now he advances on to Houston, Texas for the Universal Championship next Monday. So then we had, before I get on to the third match, we had an in-ring segment with the New Day. Says that they have been world tag team champions for 365 days. They celebrate, they have a piñata full of Booty-O cereal. That's what they have there. They have a unicorn piñata. And Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows come out and says this, we won at SummerSlam. We won. You guys got yourselves DQ'd. So that when all this is over, the props and the toys will go away, and when we will get the tag team titles. So then now the third match of the night we have is Big E versus Carl Anderson, and the winner of that match is Big E. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. So happy Big E's back. So that's good right there. Another match we had on Raw was Rusev versus Big Cass. And the winner of that match is Big Cass. Let me just do this like I always do. SAWFT. Soft. By the way, Big Cass won by count out, so that was good right there in my perspective right there. So Big Cass advances on to the four-way. So we have one more person. Who's it going to be? So then Titus O'Neil talks on the mic, and apparently he's talking to the Brooklyn crowd saying like this, that Was that the saddest moment of your life when you dropped the tag team titles to Darren Young? And he's like, no. It wasn't the saddest day of his life because he's happy that he got rid of Darren Young and that they're not teams anymore. So then he's calling out Darren Young. And the best part of it was this that everybody started chanting, "We want Slater." Dun, 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 dun. We want Slater. The fans are just saying, "We want Slater" chants. And Tyson saying this, "I don't know who you all want. I want is Darren Young." So then Bob Backlund comes out, tries to put the crossface chicken wing on Titus O'Neil. Then Titus O'Neil beats up on Bob Backlund, and Titus O'Neil beats up on Darren Young, gives him the Titus Days, whatever he calls that finisher when he lifts him up. So that's what he does to him. That ends X Summit. So then move on to the next match, and guess what? Charlotte comes out and says that she beat Sasha Banks. Mick Foley says when Sasha Banks comes back, that she will get her rematch, and she will be back in the title picture and get a rematch when she returns from injury. So then Mick Foley says this is one of the hottest free agents of them all, and guess who makes her debut? It is Bayley. Like, oh my gosh, I was like that, getting all excited about it now. Bayley made her WWE Raw debut. She is now on the Raw roster. She has her first match with Dana Brooks. And it's Bayley versus Dana Brooks, and the winner of that match, of course, is Bayley for her debut. Bayley, Bayley, hey, we want some Bayley. Of course she won, so that's good right there. The sixth match on the night we had was Braun Strowman versus Johnny Knockout. Now, if I don't know if you're all too familiar with Johnny Knockout, he was in the WWE before. I remember. And then I also met him at indie shows in New Jersey. I met Johnny Knockout at indie shows and got his autograph. So apparently, Johnny Knockout, he got knocked out good by Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is the winner of the match, and he just demolished Johnny Knockout. So Johnny Knockout got put to sleep. Knockout. So then now we move on to the saddest part of them all. The Dudley Boys say goodbye to the WWE Universe, which is sad for me to see. They get on the mic. Bubba Ray says 1 year ago in Brooklyn that we returned to this building into the WWE. And that they were like beating up on the New Day and stuff. So then the Dudley Boys were back in WWE and had some ups and downs. We had our ups and downs and topsy turvies, like that the fans still booed us or hated us or cheered for us. So then Devon gets on the mic and says that WWE will always belong to him, and that is the great match, the TLC match. Go watch it on the WWE Network. You'll see it at that WrestleMania event. It only costs $9.99 a month, so just go watch it on the network. Type in the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian, and you'll get a good TLC match if you look at it. That's amazing. But Devon talks about that, but then out comes oh, the shining stars come out. Do they have to ruin the moment for the deli? So then they start to say that we guys got you 2 tickets to go to Puerto Rico and go retire. So then they were happy about that. But then, boom, the delis are not taking no chances. They beat up on Epic Home Primo. Uh, I believe it was Primo got beat up. Primo, let's see what he here. They beat them up and put the 3D on Primo. Then they get the tables. They get the tables, and fortunately, that those little snobs, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, have to go out and beat up on the Dudleys. And fortunately, we didn't get to see nobody get put through the table, but we didn't get to see Epic will get put through the table. But fortunately, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows put Devon through the table. What a way to go out, Dudleys. I'm miss them. But hey, now we move on to one of the saddest parts of the main event that we have is the main event on Raw we had was Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho and Smiling McLaser tag. Roman Reigns is the winner. He moves on to the 4-way. So now we have Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens versus Big Cass versus Roman Reigns next Monday for to crown a new Universal Champion. That's what's gonna happen. So my prediction, I think it's gonna be Rollins right there. You're hearing it from me now. I think Rollins is going to take it. I could be wrong. I know everybody hating on Seth Rollins, but still, I think Rollins is going to take it because I think that Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho is going to cost Owens or maybe like distract Owens from winning. But Come on, like if you all see Owens win, like I don't know, but I think it's gonna be Seth Rollins. It's all planned out to be Seth Rollins because you know that Rusev will cost Roman Reigns, and Big Cass is just in there just for the fun of it. So I think that Seth Rollins is gonna win, and he will become the Universal Champion. Once again, John Squad, please like this video, leave your comment down below, and subscribe for more. Let me know what you thought about this Monday Night Raw. I enjoyed it. It's such a sad day yesterday for Finn Balor, but still, it's an overall a good Raw, so I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see my fan. I'm a fan of Seth Rollins, so I'm excited to see Seth Rollins. Gonna be a great Raw next Monday. Hopefully it is. Hopefully because they kept like doing a lot of in-ring promos tonight, like some wrestling matches. I guess like since Finn Balor got hurt, I guess they just had to yesterday last night. I guess they just had to have like they had all the scripts and now they have to rewrite them all now. So have to see what's gonna happen. Gonna be a crazy few months on Raw. So peace out, John Squad.